All right, time now for better books. We could all use a little time to check out from reality, right?
Absolutely, and reading is certainly a great way to do that. Our friend Lori Fazio from RJ Julia Booksellers is highlighting some great books for the little ones and the adults. Hi, Lori.
Hello, how are you?
We're going to dive right into it because we have some limited time here, Lori, so we want to get to all of your choices.
Great. So I brought a little friend along, is a little finger puppet squirrel who's going to help me introduce Woodland Dreams, which is a great picture book that's all about this little girl and her dog going through the woods, and they're saying goodnight to their animals. And you get some different animals in here than we do in typical other books. There's a moose, which is my favorite. There's a bear, there's a turtle, and it's beautifully written. There's some prose in it, and the pictures are great, and it's a nice, quiet book to do as a family before bedtime.
And it comes with the little finger puppet, Lori?
It does not, but we have all kinds of finger puppets, so you can pick your favorite. I just brought the squirrel along today, but we've got lots of stuffed animals if you want to give a little extra something with the book.
That's so awesome. I love that.
And the next one's called 5 More Sleeps Till Christmas.
So five more sleeps till Christmas, and this is Jimmy Fallon's new book.
Oh.
And so a lot of kids, we know the excitement of leading up to Christmas, and some kids don't understand time, and you say 5 more days. So tell them 5 sleeps, and they kind of understand. I mean, and then the next day they sleep 4, and next day they sleep 3. And this is about a little boy and his dog, and he's really excited. And he's like, but I can't sleep tonight. I'm wide awake, and I'm never going to fall asleep. And then they show this great picture of him like passed out on his bed, totally asleep, snoring. And then they do the same thing the next day, and everything he's getting ready. So it breaks it down all the way to Christmas. And of course, the last page is like, Christmas is here. Great. Now I can start counting for only 364 more sleeps till the next year. So it's adorable. It's a really fun book.
What about Skunk and Badger?
Oh, I love this. And this is a great family read aloud. So, or if they're, 6 years up to maybe like 10, if they can read on their own. So Badger lives by himself, and who wants a skunk to come live with them? I know I don't, and neither does Badger, but who shows up at the door one day, knocking on the door with his suitcase is Skunk. And he decides to move in with Badger, and how they have to adapt to living together, and Badger rolls his eyes, and it's just such a great, funny story, and how they learn to accept each other and they become friends. It is really a wonderful book.
Sounds like a story about resilience.
Yeah, that would be a nice, absolutely. And picture books, I know we think of little kids, but you've said this before, they're really nice for everyone, really, even adults, we like to read them. The next one.
And that's actually not a picture book, so it's a little more of a chapter book.
Oh, good.
But easier for younger kids too that can read.
Okay.
So Becoming Muhammad Ali, and this one's by James Patterson.
So James Patterson and Kwame Alexander, so 2 of our favorite authors, they combined to do this, and so it's the story of young Muhammad Ali, but it's a novel. So they took their own obviously liberty to make the story happen, and it's written in verse and prose. So you get like a chapter about like a story that Muhammad Ali is going through, Cassius Clay, and then you get a prose like about like either the fight or like leading up to something that's going to happen in his life. It's really, really well done. It's got a great cover. Kind of hard to see, a little shady in here today, or shadowy, but it's such a great book, and it's for probably 8 to 12-year-olds, and boys and girls. And about becoming who you want to be and staying true to your passions.
All right,
That's awesome. It's going to be on my list for my son. All right.
We have 30 seconds. The Enigma Game.
Okay, this is for young adults. I love reading young adult books. This is historical fiction. It's 1940, and it's about a girl who goes to help an elderly person in Scotland, and they find an Enigma machine, and they help crack some codes. So it's really great, full of adventure, but also a little bit of history in there.
That's great. I love that when you learn and
Thank you,
fun.
Lori. You're awesome. We appreciate all of your tips.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
You'll find those books and many more at RJ Julia Booksellers on Boston Post Road in Madison, and online at rjjulia.com. They also have it in Middletown near Wesleyan.
Show your little penguin.
All right, just real quick, I decided to make a penguin with the string cheese instead of the cream cheese. I like this way better.
And it's easier and faster, and it's not as sloppy.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you. The little string cheese.
And you have to eat it.
Have a great day. See you tomorrow.